welcome to week 13 of cycle 3. These are the hand motions for our memory work. So we're going to start with timeline. So for timeline, we are moving on to the age of exploration. So for age of exploration, we're just going to look around while they do that. And it's circa 1400 to circa 1500. So you don't have to do 1400. We have very littles in our class. So, but if you want to, you could do for 14, it's the number 4, and then you go like this. So 1400, 1400, 1600 is, rub these two fingers together and put a C, 1600, 1600. I'm not gonna have the kids do that because we're very little, so we're just gonna do age of exploration, look around. If they want, they can like pretend like they have a telescope. Okay, and then for Prince Henry, we're gonna do a P hand and do our sash for a king. Found School of Navigation, we're gonna drive. Prince Henry found School of Navigation. Slave trade in Africa is really easy. We're just gonna cross our wrists like we're in bondage. And then for Gutenberg's printing press, we're making a G, which is like you're pinching a grape, but it's flat. Gutenberg's printing press. For the printing press, you hold a flat hand and you just turn your G and make it like that 3 times. Gutenberg's printing press. And then Songhai in Africa, they were in the gold trade, so we're gonna sign gold again. And then for Tsar Ivan the Great, we're gonna make an I, stick that pinky finger up, and we're gonna sign great. And then for Russia, Russia's really easy. Take your great hands and just tap them at your hips. Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia. And then for Spanish Inquisition, we're gonna simplify this a little bit and just take 2 fists and make a circle. And then Inquisition. That way it's just easier for them. Spanish Inquisition.
Age of exploration, circa 1400 to circa 1600. Prince Henry found School of Navigation, slave trade in Africa. Gutenberg's printing press, Songhai in Africa. Ivan the Great of Russia, Spanish Inquisition.
For math, we're learning liquid equivalents. So we're gonna do 8 fluid ounces. We're gonna hold up 2 4s for 8. 8 liquid ounces equals 1 cup, hands on hip. And then 2 cups, we're gonna hold up 2 hands in the air, 2 cups equals 1 pint. And then we're gonna go back to 2 pints equals 1 quart. And then we are going to jog in place and say 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. So for the 1 on the end for equals 1, we're always going back to our hips. So we have 8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. 4 quarts equals 1 gallon.
8 fluid ounces equals 1 cup. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. 4 quarts equals 1 gallon.
About the 14th Amendment. So in 1868, we're going to hold up 8 fingers again. The 14th Amendment made all former slaves, we're going to cross our arms for slaves, all former slaves, U.S. citizens. For citizens, we're going to put our hands on our heart, or our hand over our heart like we're pledging allegiance. So we have 8 slaves, hand over heart. And pave the way for the civil rights movement. We're gonna march because we're in the civil rights movement.
1868, the 14th Amendment made all former slaves U.S. citizens and paved the way for the civil rights movement.
1868, the 14th Amendment made all former slaves U.S. citizens and paved the way for the civil rights movement.
Moving on with Latin. This week we're doing 2 sentences. It's Et verbum erat apud Deum. So, et is and, so we're going to sign and. Verbum, word. Erat, was. Apud, with. Deum, God. Et verbum erat apud Deum, which means, and the word was with God. And then the next part is et Deus erat verbum.
Et verbum erat apud Deum, et Deus erat verbum.
Add now week 1 in, so you can kind of see the in Principio erat verbum and do the whole thing together.
In principio erat verbum, et verbum erat apud Deum, et Deus erat verbum.
And what is the atomic number? So the atomic number, we're gonna make a big A out of our hands. The atomic number is the number of protons. We're just gonna show muscles for protons in the nucleus. So we're gonna make a circle for nucleus. Atomic number, protons, nucleus. Of an atom, of an atom, which is also the number of electrons. Oh, we have electric, we're gonna wiggle. In a neutral atom. So back to A. So we're gonna start with A. We're gonna go to muscles. We're gonna make a nucleus circular. We're gonna wiggle for electron, and we're gonna go back to A for atom at the end.
What is the atomic number? It is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom, which is also the number of electrons in a neutral atom.
Okay, English. To beat. To beat, beat, beats, beat, beating, beaten. For this whole thing, we're just gonna do punches. To beat. All the way through.
Conjugate, to beat.
Every day I conjugate.
To beat, beat, beats. Beat, beating, beaten.
In geography, we're doing the Western Mountains. So for Rocky Mountains, we're gonna kind of pretend like we're driving on a rocky road and we're gonna bump Rocky Mountains. And then for Pikes Peak, we're just gonna make a peak out of our hands. Peak. And then for Mount Elbert, we are going to, it's the highest point in Colorado, so we're just gonna reach as high as we can do on our tippy toes all the way up. Mount Elbert, and then Sierra Nevada, that's many mountains, it's a mountain range, so we're just gonna put mountains all around for Sierra Nevada. And then for Mount Whitney, we're gonna make a W.
Rocky Mountains, Pikes Peak, Mount Elbert, Sierra Nevadas, Mount Whitney.
And that is it for week 13 of cycle 3.